Namaste. Welcome to Healthy Lifestyle with Rajyalaxmi. Like I have always mentioned before, healthy lifestyle doesn't mean having organic food or healthy food and that makes you healthy. Healthy lifestyle means putting everything nutritious within you, which feeds your physical body, your emotional body, and your astral body. Emotional body will be fed by kindness, by being true to yourself, and of course, physical body, you should not put anything which is harmful to your physical body. We should stop consuming so much processed food. Salt and sugar are refined processed products. They are slow poison. They are silent killers. Doctors, if you talk to doctors, they'll tell you salt and sugar even is silent killer. Sodium exists everywhere in vegetables. The amount of sodium we should have in our physical body exists in nature. Actually, I say any kind of drugs that nature makes is better than man-made drugs. So sodium, whatever sodium we need for our physical body, we get it from the vegetables. We don't need to add salt and sugar and all those additives in our food. So that is when I say healthy lifestyle with Rajyalaxmi, it's your total being, your completeness, the way you are with in your relationship, with yourself, the friends we want to be. Evaluate your relationship. Evaluate every relationship that you have, whether it is, no one is living in shunya or nothing or void. We are interacting every single moment with something. Even if you are out there in nature, in the woods, you would still be interacting with nature, which may not be able to communicate with you by speaking, but if you allow yourself to feel, plants do communicate with you. They will say to you when they are happy being near you and when they are not happy being near you. So evaluate your relationship with your parents, your spouse, your children, your friends, or whatever relationship you are in. Why people end up going from relationship to another, another, because they are not true to themselves. They have not forgiven themselves for all the things in their past. First thing you have to do is forgive yourself. Accept yourself the way you are completely. Whether you're thin, short, tall, whatever shortcomings, you are absolutely beautiful and you are fine. So when you feel that way about yourself, you will be able to feel about the other person equally. You will not find shortcomings. We find shortcomings in ourselves. We're constantly looking for the faults within ourselves, and that's why we end up looking for faults in others. You are always trying to have one up on the other person. Evaluate your relationship, evaluate yourself, and see where you are going. Whether are you trying to find yourself in that other person which is outside you? Like we all say, we have no control of other person. You can only control yourself. So why are you trying to find yourself? Why are you trying to define yourself by the other person? You are who you are, and you should be content within yourself. First, the job that you are in, relationship that you are in. If that relationship is abusive, is not how it should be, and that is when I say evaluate yourself. And then you need to move on. If it's not healthy for you, if it's not healthy for you, find a place within your life when you can heal yourself and whether you can make yourself complete. You yourself have to make yourself complete. No other person will make it do that for you. You need to do it for yourself. So once you do that, then the next relationship, I can guarantee you this much. The next person in your life, next friend or whatever you're looking for, will be the Purna, the complete, the divinity itself. Like they say, if you want divinity to be your guru, divinity will appear, will take a human form and appear in front of you and guide you every step of your way. Like a child, a mother or a father holds child's hand. Your hand will be held by someone absolutely beautiful who will guide you in every part of your life. But first, you need to forgive yourself and forget what has happened in the past and love yourself. When you start loving yourself the way you were meant to be loved by the universe, by nature, by everyone around you, when you need to do it from you, the truth starts within you. And that this aste, or the truth, which is 8 limbs of yoga, and in one is and then they go into subsections, 5 subsections each. One is being truthful. Being truthful just doesn't mean that saying things honestly. Being truthful means every part of your life you are being brutally honest with yourself. You don't need to share it with everybody, but once that becomes your lifestyle, it is very easy to live like that. You don't cheat anyone of their time, of their money, of their emotions, of their actions, anything. And once that becomes your lifestyle, it is the trappings, the clutter of emotions and things and everything, the dust in your life just goes away. Believe me, it does. It may sound difficult. Give it a try. Take one day in your life and say, I am going to be brutally honest with myself and everything that I do. People who will be around you may not believe in how you are trying to react that day, and they will not allow you to do that. But that is where your discipline, your yam and niyam, niyam is discipline. 5 positive behaviors: study, devotion to divinity, cleanliness, and these come, like I said, 5, they all go into 5 subsections. So that comes into picture. Discipline is extremely important, and you're disciplining yourself. You're not disciplining someone else outside of you, it's not in your control. Why would you even want to discipline anybody when you cannot even discipline yourself? So once you are able to take one day in your life, one day, and you say, I am going to be extremely honest with myself in my emotions, in my actions, in my feeling, in my behavior to others. Just that doesn't mean that you're going to be brutally honest to the person who is heavy and say, you are heavy. But that's not being kind and generous and gentle to another human being. That is, again, dishonesty. When I say being honest to yourself, meaning you are being honest to you by extending the same love that exists in you to the other person. Try it one day. One day will go on to 1 week, goes on to 1 month, and it becomes your nature, becomes part of you. And then it is so much the peacefulness that we all seek, the happiness, the contentment, the blissfulness that we all seek within ourselves, it is within our reach. You will be able to find it. Now I'm talking about this, how to raise consciousness. There are, certain ways you can raise consciousness. Forgive yourself and others. Make a conscious effort of practicing gratitude and appreciation. It doesn't have to be, what should I say, over, too much of saying soapy kind of. No, you are being grateful and honest to yourself, and you're being appreciative of whatever the universe is offering you, whatever nature is giving to you. And be present in the moment. Next, I would suggest be here, be present. Don't look back in the past as what has happened. So-and-so did this, and so said this, and so, so I'm going to behave. This is your moment now. I am going to live this moment honestly, truthfully, with kindness, with love, with devotion to the divinity. Bring all that. Don't live for the, when people say live for the moment, doesn't mean that you're going to go and do something which is harmful for the others. No, that is not what I mean. Be present in the moment, be appreciative what the universe is offering, and every moment should be a continuation of that. Don't look for in the future. Whatever future has is beautiful. I am going to be here. Meditate. Make meditation or finding yourself a part of you. Prayer. When I say prayer, look up towards the sun, which is giving every morning, giving sun rays. It doesn't matter whether your skin is brown, blue, black, white. Doesn't differentiate. Sun rays are there for the universe, for the tree, for the plant, for the bird, for the rivers, everyone. It's there for everyone. So pray to the divinity, to the blissfulness that is out there, and say, that blissfulness, I should be part of that because you were meant to be. We have never, people think that divinity is out there somewhere within their reach that they need to grab. You were never separated from that divinity. We think we are separated from that divinity. That bond was never broken at any point in your life. It is we who think that bond was broken. If you take those hurdles, all those garbage, all the dust and the clutter that you have accumulated in your life, if you allow that to be away from your being, you will see that that bond was always there. And that is why it is extremely important for you and me and everyone out there to find a place where you are the one who is existing, that no one exists but you and the soul within you, the light within you, the super consciousness within you, the prana, the breath, which is called prana, which is the vital force, the energy within you that exists, that breathes and is there for you. That exists all the time. There is never a moment in your life when you do not breathe. If you stop breathing, you're gone. So the physical body is your tool to connect. A physical body is your vehicle, is your process to connect to your inner being. So that like I said, that bond is never, never, never broken. You may not be able to feel it as strongly as some others can feel, because they have made a conscious effort to connect to themselves. Next I would suggest, these are different ways of raising your consciousness, being truthful to yourself. There are ways, like you need to discipline yourself. Every relationship, every experience in your life is a gift from divinity. Do not think that if I do these things, if I study this much, if I pass this exam, if I get this degree, if I buy this car, if I buy this house, if I do this, then I'm going to be happy. Yes, money is needed, money is necessary, wealth is necessary, prosperity is necessary for your well-being, but hoarding is not. Prosperity is needed, and that prosperity is not, that wealth is not just your material wealth. Your spiritual wealth is also extremely important for your well-being. You must have heard all the stories where people, they are extremely rich, and how spiritually poor they are, and they end up seeking, trying to grasp, because they never made a conscious effort to connect to themselves. Yes, prosperity is needed, and if you have enough in your life, don't go from a cheaper car to a very expensive car. Don't go from a cheaper house to a huge, obnoxious mansion. Stay where you can manage and give to the ones who have less than you. Give as much as you can in your life. If you cannot give material gift, then give kindness, give sweet words, nice. Don't be brutally honest to the person who comes across your way and use abusive words. You're going to create the aura around you which is of harsher sound, and the next person who will come near you will feel that and will react towards you with words. So get in the habit of giving, being generous. Nature is extremely generous to us. Nature has, from day one, from time immemorial, nature has done nothing but given to us. And what have we have done to the nature? We have dumped garbage on the nature. We have polluted our river. We have polluted our soil. We have polluted our environment because we want a greener lawn, and so we dump those chemicals in the lawn. So for a short time, for a little time, little space in time in our life, we'll have beautiful lawn. Is that lawn beautiful? When you walk on that lawn, you itch and you end up with allergies? Tell me. That is not what we should be doing to our nature. For our own convenience, for our own selfishness. We have become so selfish. Each and every one of us have become extremely selfish that we will redo our houses. We will renovate our houses just for the sake of renovation. And then all that you have torn away in your house is gone out on the garbage, and it's piling up the garbage in the universe. Does it make sense? Doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me at all that we are leaving this universe, we are leaving this planet to our children, to the people who are going to be here after us in such horrible state. Some of the rivers, you cannot even, those fish, they did nothing to us, but why are we polluting where they are supposed to be living? They can't breathe. How would we like if we have all of a sudden the air the oxygen we are supposed to breathe in is polluted? We'll be up in the arms. But poor fish, poor nature cannot communicate the way I'm communicating with you. We are dumping. If each one of us, you and I, make a conscious effort, stop polluting the nature, stop polluting your relationship, stop polluting yourself. And that is when this universe will become what it's supposed to be. It is so painful for me to talk to our young ones, kids, because believe me, these kids, the little ones who are much younger than you, who are in college or in high school or in middle school, they feel much more than you and me. They are, and they, because of the love that they feel for us, they feel helpless. But we need to make an effort. We need to do something that it doesn't become this way. Our environment is not where we are. Where are we going? We need to stop. Stay conscious next to being, like how to be connecting to yourself. Stay conscious of your thoughts and feelings and emotion. Every word that you say, every thought process that you put out in the universe remains in the universe. The scientists will tell you, are we not capturing the sound that I'm talking now that can be heard 10 years from now, 15 years from now? Same thing can happen to the thought, and that remains in the universe. Shouldn't we make positive, beautiful, sweet, kind, blissful sound and thoughts? Again, treat your body like a temple. The 4 walls of the temple has a roof over it. And without those 4 walls, 4 pillars, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, without the 4 pillars, the roof will not be there. Even if even one of them, dharma is proper behavior, arth is prosperity, kama is desire, that's necessary, and moksha is blissfulness, is being one with the divinity. Those are the 4 walls that are necessary for us to create the temple in our body, and then the roof will remain standing. We need our physical body. That's, like I said, that is the process, the method with which, that's the vehicle which will allow you to connect to your inner being. Your body is your vehicle, your music is your emotion, your thoughts, and the path where you're driving is going towards the divinity. And next, I would suggest be the child. Find that inner child. You must have heard this saying. Everyone hears it. Inner child. They find that. Have you ever seen a child? Their eyes are round with wonder. Everything they look, they stare at you. They stare at us with wonder, with clean gaze, because they are pure in heart. That is where we need to be. That is where we need to take ourselves back to where that little child within us that exists. So find the inner child, and that the way to find the peace, the silence within you by stopping yourself, being still, and going deep within you and finding the child within you. And that is when you will be able to be the Satchid Anand, the truly blissful soul that we were meant to be. I always end with another way, there are 108 ways of meditating. Very simple, basic way of meditating. You can go into difficult one, but just be still, be calm, inhale and exhale, and just be. Namaste.